first live show. Hi, Lou.
Oh, how are you doing, lady? It's going to be a long day.
I know, like, we've got to us together, but yeah. I'm Looney, just by the way, and yeah, that's Lou. Yes.
As
What are
always.
we doing today?
We are doing types of animal tissues. You know that stuff that you blow your nose on?
Yes,
that
that's
type
what
of
you said
tissues.
first. No.
No, but as long as you understand what I'm talking about.
Okay, whatever. My setters, remember to hit us up on Twitter and on Facebook at Learn Extra. Remember to download all the show notes, the videos, and the schedules on learn.mindset.co.za. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you look on our page, I will post a link to download the show notes. But now there's also something extra, because you know we always give you extra stuff. So now if you want to just view the notes and not download them, there's also a link for that. So I'll post that shortly on our Facebook page as well. So there's view and there's download. If you just want to view, you click on the one. If you want to download, you click on the other. So yeah, I hope your grade 10s are excited for your life sciences show.
So we get to pick.
Yeah.
Picking's good.
Yes,
There's
options.
all options. That's
All the
options. That's
time.
all we need.
Yes.
Right. So, if I'm not mistaken, last term, right? If I'm not mistaken, you guys started with animal cells. Luni, am I right?
Yes.
Animal cells and different types of cells and things like that. Well, now you know that you have organelles that are found in cells. So organelles make cells. Cells together make tissues, and different tissues together make an organ, and the different organs together make an organism. Right, that's me standing here, organism. Right. So what we're going to do now is you've done the cells, so now we need to go on to the different types of tissues. Right, so let's have a look. What are we going to do in the show today? Now, if I get some color into it, right? First thing we're going to do is identify different types of animal tissues, right? Because you've got to identify them, because trust me, as an educator, that's what we ask. You need to identify them and be able to explain them, right? Then we're going to be able to relate the different structures with different functions. So what functions they have and why have they got that function, right? So it's not too difficult. It's actually quite easy at times. Right, so here we go. Let's jump straight into it. We're going to have a challenge question. Hey, Looney?
Yes.
Let's see if Looney can help us out with this question. Not now, but at the end. Looney must start early. Hey, Looney? Right, so here it is. Why, so make sure you remember that, why are there different types of animal tissue? Why are there different types of animal tissue? I mean, why can't we just have one type? Now, there's reason for things. So let's go find out. Remember, read it, keep it. And the notes can be just viewed, hey?
Yes.
So if you just want to view it, okay? Right, so let's carry on. Here we go. Animal tissue, okay? What we're trying to say is every cell in our body starts off as the same cell, right? Right in the beginning, okay? And then they start going through things called differentiation. So they change to do specific functions, right? So that's the whole point of our body, and that's the whole point of animal tissues, because each tissue does a specific thing. Right, so let's have a look at it. We have two types right in the beginning. The first thing we've got is embryonic tissue, right? That means when you're an embryo inside your mommy's tummy, right, that tissue there, that cells, starts developing, and they start making different organs, like your heart, like your stomach, like your lungs, right? So very important. Those come from a specific place. Yes. So here we go. On this part, there's a specific word I want you to remember, okay? Here it is. Embryonic tissue can be divided into two kinds of stem cells. Stem cells. Now, stem cell, okay, that's a cell with a stem, hey? Like a tree's got a stem. Hey, Looney.
It does.
No, she's so lost already.
Oh, a tree has a stem.
Yeah, no, a stem cell. A cell is with a stem. Stem cell.
Okay, never mind. Just
Never going to
teach.
happen. A stem cell is actually quite cool. Now, a stem cell is a cell that can become any other tissue, right? Now, you get the embryonic stem cell, right, which can make any type of tissue. Very important. Any one. So this specific stem cell can make the heart, or it can make the muscles, or it can make your nerves, all of that stuff. Every type of tissue, right, that stem cell can make. Okay, so that's what we have. A tissue in an embryo that produces all other tissues during growth. So it can make all the different tissues. Right, that's the first one. The second one that we've got, if we have a look, there we go, adult stem cells. Yes, adult stem. There's always a baby and an adult, right? Okay, so there's adult stem cells. And if we have a look at, in adults, that produces, these stem cells, they produce new tissues and cells to replace old and damaged ones. So, you know when you graze your leg or your knee or whatever, right? It's got to make new skin. Now, those cells are the ones that are making the new skin, but it only makes skin. Okay, so the stem cells, they make skin. When we have the other type of stem cells, you get them, they can make any part of your body, right? So, Luni, try this out. When my son was born, right, I went just before we got there, and there was this pamphlet saying, save your stem cells, your baby's stem cells. I thought, not very lacquer. Okay, so what it is they take the umbilical cord, because that's where you find stem cells, and they freeze it, right? So they send it overseas, and they freeze it, and then when you want it, right, when later on, when we can actually do this, because we can do this later on, right, my son needs a stomach, right? So what they do is they take that stem cell, and they make him a stomach out of his own.
What do you mean, a stomach?
They make him a stomach, a proper stomach, his original stomach. How cool is that?
Using his umbilical cord.
Yes, because there's stem cells in there, and the stem cells can become anything.
Can they make any organ?
Any organ.
Using the umbilical cord.
That's the point.
Oh, cool. All right.
So that's what's going to happen now.
Oh, is that how they grow skin?
Yeah.
For what's grafting?
No. The grafting at the moment, we take our own skin.
Yeah.
But I've only got one stomach.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
And normally, for example, like a kidney, you got to go for a kidney transplant. Am I right?
Cool. Yeah.
And the terrible thing about that is first you got to get somebody with the same type of kidney, right? Or the same blood and the same DNA, and it's a big mess, right? Then they stick it in you, and then the body will say, I don't like it anyway, and then destroy it. Okay? But if you have the stem cells, yes, and they make a kidney, it is your kidney. It's like the one they took out, just not damaged. How cool is that?
That's
It's
awesome.
exactly your kidney. So that's what a stem cell can do. Okay? That's cool. Now, the other one, the adult ones, just repair your skin. It's the cells that repair your skin. Cells will repair your skin. Okay? Your heart cells will produce old and damaged ones. It'll give you new ones. Your muscles, the same thing. Right. Okay, so if I have a look at this. Okay, so I've put it into a little table roundabout. Not too difficult. Okay, I've just put in here structure and function. Simple and easy. Okay, structure, embryonic stem cells, right? Produce cells for specialized tissues. Specialized tissues, like your muscle, right? Things like your epidermal tissue, right? Things like your connective tissue, which we'll talk about. So they do specialized functions, right? Then you get the adult stem cells, which replace old and damaged cells and tissues. So they're just replacing. They're always there, they're replacing. It's how we get new skin when we scratch ourselves in that, right? Nice and easy. Not very difficult. Okay, then, these cells are very important because they have large nucleuses, right? They've got large nucleus, okay? And, right, they're cellular extensions of the cytoplasm. They have cellular extensions, so it moves out more, right? So they extend quite nice and big. Okay, now, let me go through here. Permanent tissues. Now we're going to get to the things that we all look at. What you are made of. Because all your tissues, okay, all your tissues, or should I say you are made up of lots of different tissues. Okay, you've actually made up of 4 different ones. But they all work together in different places. Like, for example, we have our first one called epidermal tissue. Epidermals normally mean the outside, right? So the outside, like skin is found on the outside. Okay, but we're not looking at skin as epidermal tissue. But skin is the outside of our body. And what's the skin there for? Hey, Luni, what do you think the skin's there for? What is your skin used for?
To protect.
Very nice. That's what epidermal tissue does. Oh, I love it when she does that.
Yes.
The explanation is so brilliant. I would have
know?
loved to market papers one day. Right? The skin is there for protect of the...
Yes.
You're going to put this in there as well in the movement. I love it. Right.
They
So-
must understand, man.
I understand you. I don't know how other
Yes.
people can't.
Yes, man.
Right? So you got this. It's tissue that covers, right, and lines. So it either covers the different organs or the other tissues, right? It covers it or it lines it. Okay, that's the outermost. Okay, that's very important. Next one we're going to have a look at is connective tissue. Okay, now, Looney, if I had to ask you what is connective tissue, what would you say? See what I mean? Help me out, Looney. What are we doing?
Connecting.
We're connecting. Very nice. So the connective tissue. So if I had to think about it, I would think of things like ligaments, right? Tendons. You know what those things are, Looney? You've always heard these sportsmen, pull the ligament.
What are you talking about?
That's it. They don't know what they're talking about, but they pull the ligament,
Yeah.
right? Or they've pulled the tendon, yeah? And then you also get other funny ones as well, right? They get more in detail. They connect things. But one of the strangest ones are, can you believe it, Looney? Your blood is a connective tissue.
Blood.
Blood is a connective tissue. How cool is that? You see, we don't do things easy in life science. We always throw a curveball in there. Am I right? Yeah. Always throw a curveball. So let's have a look. Tissue for structure, strength, binding, and transport. That's the point of connective tissue. Right. Let's carry on. Next one, we have muscle tissue. Looney, you should know what that is. Show me what muscle tissue is. Look at that power of that woman. The power from everywhere. That's it. Look
guns.
at it. That's there. Your guns. I like that. Your guns. Wow. I know who to stay away from if I'm in a fight. She's so proud of those. Those are so good.
I'm armed, guys.
You can't take those into a club, can you? Right. So she's right. Muscle tissue. Now, these tissues are for movement. Plain, simple. For movement. They just help everything move. Okay? Anything that moves in our body, you would say is muscular tissue. You with me? Okay, and then we get nerve tissue. Looney, help me out here.
Mm-hmm.
What's a nerve tissue?
Your feelings.
Your feelings.
Yes.
So don't go around hurting other people's feelings.
Man, you know what I mean.
She pinches herself. Nerves. Yes, what you feel, your senses. Try senses.
Okay.
So your senses, you're picking up a nerve. It's your nerves that pick up all your senses,
Yes.
right? So that's quite cool. So those are the ones. It's for communication. And don't tell me you cannot communicate with your eyes, right? I know you guys can. And you ladies, definitely. Trust me, you can tell somebody that you don't want to speak to them just by looking at them. Hey, Looney? You've seen that, hey? Your mom does it all the time.
Yeah.
And my mom as well, vicious at times. She walks in, you look at the eyes, and you know.
It's over.
It's over. Right. It's for communication. Very nice. Okay, so let's start going into them in a little detail. Okay? What we've got here is we've got a diagram to show all the different ones. Okay? So if I have a look at this one, here, it's all about the outside, the linings of it, right? So it's epidermal tissue. Here, nervous tissue. Can you see the nerves? Next one, there's Looney. Check out that bicep. Woo! Guns for Africa, right? Muscle tissue. Very nice. The next one is your, come on, connective tissue. It's connecting everything together. And your last one, okay? Have a look at this. What do you think that is? That's bone, hey? That's your bones. That's your skeletal tissues, right? It's just your bone hanging around. So that is a nice little diagram. Now, what I've got for you is I've got a little picture, but it's very small on my screen here. Okay, so on the notes, when you download these notes, okay, have a look at it. It's very cool. I'm not going to stay on it for a long time. Just make sure you keep up with me and have a look. Okay, so I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to explain it to you in each way. Okay, so here we go. Firstly, there it is. Have a look at it. Okay, now, on the board behind me, first we've done is we've put animal tissues, right? So we've got animal tissues here. And with the animal tissues, we say it's divided into two types, okay? Firstly, it's divided into the ones called the embryonic, right, tissue. So that's where it starts making all different tissues. And then we've got the permanent tissues, which we've spoken about, okay? There's the permanent tissues. Nice and easy, okay? The permanent tissues are divided into two parts. You've got the simple ones, okay? And then you've got the complex ones. Simple and complex. Ones that are more difficult to understand than the others. Nice and easy. Hey, Looney, are you with me so far? Because I will be asking you questions soon. So stick with me, girl. We'll make you famous. Okay. Now, let's look at the simple ones. The simple ones that we're going to have a look at, for example, are your epithelial tissues. So the ones that cover the outside of everything. And then we've got your muscular tissues. Those are the two simple ones. Okay? Your your epithelial tissue has got certain amount under them because they're always in more detail, right? So if we have a look at the first one, we've got squamous, we've got cuboidal, and we've got columnar. I'll explain them just now to you. Okay? Cuboidal, squamous, columnar. Okay? Nice and easy. With muscles, we've got smooth muscles, skeletal muscles, and cardiac muscles. The three different muscles. Okay, so you might, hopefully listening to me, and you've heard about these things before, so you don't have to stress too much. I'm just running through it nice and easy. Okay, that was the simple ones. Very, very simple. Now we go into a little bit more complicated muscles, which are, not muscles, sorry, tissues, right? Here we go. We have your connective tissue, and we have your nerve tissue. So I'm going to start with the easiest one out of the three, right? We get your nerve tissue. Now, your nerve tissue's got your unipolar and your multipolar. Okay, simple. Uni and multi, I'll explain it when we get to nerves. This is just a run through quick summary of it, right? And then we get to your connective tissue where you get adipose, you get areola, you get fibrous, you get cartilage, bone, and blood. Sorted, finished. It's all different kinds. Now, that picture there, is available on the sheets. You can view it or you can download it, right, Looney?
Yes.
Cool. So it is there. So don't stress too much if you didn't get to see it here. Okay. I'm more interested in what's afterwards. Okay. So, we're not going back. We're going forwards. We never go back. Here we go. Epithelial tissue. Have a good look at that. There's the 6 different types that we get. It's not 6 different types. It's just nice pictures. So if we have a look at this. First one, right? We have ciliated columnar. Now, whoa, just hold on. You want to ask me now, what's the difference between columnar, what's the difference between cuboidal, and which is the difference between squamous?
Ugh.
Huh? What do you think, Looney?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the easy one. Squamous. What does it sound like? What are you doing to the tissue? Yeah. When you stand on something, what are you doing it? You're squishing it, okay? So it's squamous. It sounds quite cool. It's a flat, thin tissue, right? Flat, thin tissue. Squamous epithelial cells, right? Cuboidal, what do you think it is? This is all to do with shape. Cuboidal. Come, Looney. Cube shape. So it's a square, okay? And columnar is in a cube. It's a nice long one. Okay, so that's the difference between them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think we need a quick break. Hey, what do you think, Looney?
Of course we do.
And when you get back, I'll see. Maybe we can go. I know that you hopefully you've done some of these, so we can either go jump into some questions, or maybe I think I'll give you a little bit more about these, and then we go into questions. Hey, what do you think?
Right. Yes, we can do that.
I think that. Okay, I'll see you after the break. Okay?
All right. Mindsetters, it's break time, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you straight after this. We're back!
Don't you just love it?
Hi guys, welcome back.
Have to love you, Looney.
Yeah, man, can't help it. It's my first show. Haven't done this in a while. So, yes.
We were at different types. Columnar, squamous, and cuboidal. Right.
Yes.
So those were the 3. So let's have a look at it. Here I've got, when you see your notes, you'll notice that here, it says here, ciliated columnar epithelial. Now, you got to start putting things together, okay? Columnar means it looks roundabout like that, right? And it's ciliated, okay? Which means it's got little fine hairs at the top of it, called cilia. Nice, easy, simple, right? Then you got the one underneath it, cuboidal. As you can see, they're just normal squares, right? Then you get stratified, here we go, stratified columnar. Columnar is long, thin ones. Stratified. Looney, where have you heard stratified before?
Stratified.
Yeah.
Isn't there something called a stratosphere?
Oh, so we got a stratosphere. What else? What about, did you ever do geography? No. Because I remember, like, clouds. That's all I remember, clouds.
What about clouds?
Right, anyway. So, no, we'll get there.
Okay.
Clouds have just made it in my mouth. What does stratosphere mean? Means strata. okay, which means layers. Okay, so it is columnar, epithelial, but they are in layers. That's what stratified columnar means. It's columnar in layers. Nice. Then we're going to go up here. Okay, and if you have a look here, it's stratified squamous. Squamous tissue is flat tissue. You've squished it, right? And it's one underneath the other. It's got different layers. Okay, then we got simple squamous. It's just a flat cell, single layer of flat cells, right? Nice, easy, gentle, right? Lekker. Then we've got simple columnar. There we go. So simple columnar and ciliated columnar, one is more complex than the other. They look the same, just the one has cilia on the top of it. Luna, you're learning some things, my girl?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? We'll test me and you just now, trust me. Right, now, I'll bring this down. Diagram showing columnar epithelial. You. Even Looney's shocked. I mean, if I have a look at those, that's a gorgeous face. Looney, you should never pull that face. Never pull that face. You must know that you're understanding this stuff. Go proud. I know what's going on.
What is that?
Precisely. Right. This is columnar epithelial. Okay. So if I had to have a look at it, can you not see it divides like that? Can you see them? It's divided in like that. You see the color, the can you see them now, Lenny? It's columnar epithelial. There's the cells. Can you see the cells?
Okay.
You see them now? See.
It's fine.
See what happens when biology people, me and you,
Yeah,
can see this with ease, and Looney is looking like somewhere
No,
behind the picture.
It's fine. No, it's fine. Carry on.
Good, I'm glad you can see that. Right, so that's columnar epithelial. Another one that I've got here, here we go. Diagram showing simple cuboidal, there they are, right? And that's them there. Okay. Right, that's definitely the one. I'm trying to see if I can find a different color here for you. Nah. Let me get a green. Okay, it's normal cube. So I'm going to draw it here. It's the normal cube one. Right? That's what those are. Nice and simple. If it was squamous, it would look something like this. That's what a squamous cell would look like. Squashed everywhere. Right? Like a puzzle piece. A puzzle is like a squamous. Hey, Looney?
Mm-hmm.
Building blocks, those square ones, is cuboidal. And then you get columnar, which is those long ones. Right. Cool. As long as we all understand each other. So, do you think Looney can answer some questions for us?
Oh, I can go.
Oh, now she's starting to pay attention. Hey, Looney. Okay, so let's go, Looney. Let's hear what you've got. Okay. Where would you find epithelial tissue? Where would you find epithelial? So we're not looking at any other tissue. We're only looking at epithelial tissue. Where would you find it, Looney? Come on, help me out,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't you just love it?
Yeah.
There. There. It's on the outside for protection.
Skin.
Yeah, it's on
No.
the outside of it. Epithelial tissue covers the tissue so that it'll cover a tissue. So make sure that the thing is protected. Yes. It doesn't just cover. Try this out. It doesn't just cover. It also sometimes lubricates. Did you know that? Okay. Where is it found? It'll be around, oh, that doesn't look great. Around your normal tissues. Right, so it's around tissues. Simple and easy. Okay? Next one. Come, Looney, you got to get this one for me. Okay. Name three types of cells found in epithelial tissue.
Is it that stuff?
I don't know.
this-
Me, I teach geography.
The
Can't even
squamous.
get the clouds.
Is it the squamous thing?
Oh, so wait. We got. I'm just gonna put
Ooh,
squamous. There we
what
go.
did
There's
you
the
say?
one.
The why have I forgotten?
It's in the shape of a block.
Yes.
What's it called?
I just forgot the name. The cube something.
There, cube. Okay, what is it?
Q's.
Boy.
Yes.
Cube boy.
Gotta you must finish off.
Dill.
Go on.
What's it called? Cuboidal. So it's got the CU. Number 2 is the cuboidal.
Ooh, and then
That's
there's the
it.
other one,
And the
column
third one is?
You're the other one.
Number 3 is?
Yes.
Columnar.
You see? I was close.
Brilliant. You see, she can
Close
be
enough.
taught.
Close enough.
I am impressed though, but it
Yes.
was
No. I'm a beginner. No, you must understand. No,
beginner. 2 years with me. 2 years. It's fun. I know where I stand with it. That's cool. It's cool. What is the function of epithelial tissue?
Yeah.
Function. Whoa. I almost went past function. What is its function? Come on. The function is to, Looney, help me out here. I'm going to ask you a
Protect.
question, my girl. I've asked.
To protect.
Protect.
I'm trying. Protect.
That's
okay.
it. Very nice. To protect. And it lines it. It's for protection. And sometimes it's for lubrication, which we'll find out in a few seconds. I've got a nice question for Looney. Beautiful question for her. Okay. Name 2 differences between simple epithelial and stratified epithelial. 2 differences. So what I'm going to do is, Looney's going to answer one for us, and the second one you are going to answer for me. Okay, so just think about it, post it, send it in as quick as possible. Now, when I was talking about the stratified epithelial tissue, Looney, what did I say it means?
Clouds.
That's all she remembers is clouds. It's not clouds. It's
What?
stratus, which means layers.
Oh, okay. Clear.
Okay? It's in layers. So the difference between simple is it's got 1 layer, and stratus has got more than 1 layer. It's nice and easy. Right. The second one is, we're waiting. Hey, Looney.
Of course.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because Looney doesn't know, which I'm going to pretend that she does, okay? So what's going to happen is, you send in the answer to Looney and make her look clever.
Yes.
Right? I think that's a... How did you know what I was saying?
I heard you.
Typical, you know.
Do you think you were whispering?
Well, what else would I be doing?
Shit.
I'll make it softer next time. This is... Help her out with this one. But I want to know. Nice, simple. What is the function? Function. Awesome. What is the function of a goblet cell?
Did you mention that one?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
just wanted to make sure that you knew.
Okay.
What is the function of a goblet cell? What is a goblet cell? What do you think it means? Goblet
Gobble.
cell. See, that's the same thing that I would have thought. Gobbles things up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey?
Mm-hmm.
Gobble. And she's loving it. A gobble. Right? Well, what it actually is you got these cells, right? And then you get this one that does this, right? And it carries on going. Now this here, this cell, right? So this one is called a goblet cell. Now what a goblet cell does is normally you can find like little hairs here as well. Ciliated cuboidal cells, for instance. Little hairs. And what that actually does, that goblet cell, it produces a mucus. Hey, Looney? Produces a mucus. It sends out this mucus. It sends this mucus out, right? And what that mucus does is it creates, remember I said epidermal tissue can create a layer of mucus, right? So it helps grab dust and all of that, and then the cilia can move it along like your what? You know when you get in your esophagus, right? And you get some horrible things, right? What about, hey, here we go. Let's use a big word. Let's see if we can catch Looney's attention. Your fallopian tubes.
I know what those are.
See how quick she was. She's a woman, of course she knows what those are.
Obviously.
Right? And fallopian tubes, a cilia move like this, and they shoot them around and they move the egg around. Right? That's where you come from, the egg, right? The ovary, fallopian tube sends the egg across. That's what the cilia does. Right? Nice and easy. Hey? What do you think? I think that was a good example, hey, Looney? She's sitting there thinking, waiting patiently for your answer. Right. So, you happy with this? Claire, I'm sure you understand it because Looney does at times.
Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
No, like sometimes you lose me.
I lose. It's because you're concentrating on the people out there.
Yes, that's what yeah, what are you talking about?
You've
It's
got to
what
be
I'm
with
supposed
me
to-
here, Looney.
No, don't be don't now
I'm
be
jealous.
selfish.
Of course I'm jealous.
I'm jealous now, but because you need, to be able to share with the whole
Women can
nation.
multitask. Here we go. See, I win the argument for once in my life. Right. Next thing we're going to have a look at is muscle tissue. So we're going to have a good look at Looney. Hey, we're going to make sure we see her muscles everywhere. Now, the muscles are not just what Looney showed us. Is it? Hey, Looney? It's definitely not. There's other muscles in her. Can you give me another muscle, Looney?
There's muscles here.
Yeah, you see, straight to the legs. Straight to the legs. Yeah.
Am I right? There are muscles there, right?
Yeah, but they're the
And-
same muscles as here. See, and I'm
Oh.
just relaxing because I don't want to embarrass myself with you. Right?
Because you've got guns.
You've got guns, I got water pistols. Right. So there's not just those muscles. There's actually 3 different types of muscles, okay? There are 3 different types of muscles. There are skeletal muscles, the ones that are joined to your skeleton. Yeah. Those are Looney's guns. Her big guns, yeah? Nice and strong, Looney. I'm impressed. Then there are the smooth muscles. Looney, tell me where your smooth muscles are.
Smooth.
Smooth muscles. It's those ones that walk into a club and I'm smooth.
Walk into a club.
Yeah, smooth muscles. It's when your muscles look good. Huh?
Your calf
Smooth.
muscles.
You see, I can confuse her like
What are you
that.
talking about?
A smooth muscle is a muscle that is found inside your body, okay? Your striated muscles, okay, or your skeletal muscles, you have control of them. So while Looney's messing around on it's a Samsung, hey?
My cell phone.
Oh, cell phone. It doesn't really matter.
It is.
It's a Samsung.
Yes.
Yes, so the Samsung, she's busy messing around on that, and she's doing all the tweets and the
yes.
answers and looking like big time for your answer. Yes? So she's looking for that. She's using her skeletal muscles. Then she's coming along and saying, okay, during the break, I gave her something to drink just to wet her throat. And she was using, right, try this out, smooth muscles
My
to
tongue.
make it swallow. Smooth. Can you
Smooth.
stick out your tongue?
Okay.
Can you wiggle it? No, stick it out. Can you wiggle it? Are you controlling it? Yeah, it can't be smooth muscle.
So
Right?
what's the smooth muscle?
Smooth muscle you have no control of at all. Nothing. Okay? Do you do this? Do you put a sweet in your mouth? Okay? And you swallow. Yeah, it goes this part. And from there, you got to think, okay, swallow, 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 swallow.
Oh, so
swallow.
it's this part.
So that's the muscles pushing that down. What about your stomach? Huh? You sit there and you go, okay, churn, churn, make go like this. Go. Let me see it. Huh? Do you do that? I can see Looney trying now from now on. Sit there, go on, turn, that's it. Turn, there we go. Not going to work, is it, Looney? Not going to work, not at all. Okay, so that is your smooth muscles. They are involuntary, means you do not have a control over them. And then the last one you get is cardiac muscles. Looney, what's cardiac muscles? It's the thing that we feel for you.
Yes.
Hey? The heart.
Yes.
Yeah, we're right, hey? The heart. Now, try this out. Striated muscles or skeletal muscles are strong. They powerful. They can do a lot, am I right? Okay? Smooth muscles are not as strong, but, right? But they are involuntary, which means we don't think to use them. Cardiac muscle is both. Is both. Now, can you imagine having both smooth, see, you got like these, smooth and striated muscles, or should I say skeletal muscles, make up your cardiac muscle. Why do you think that would happen, Looney? What do you think? Come, tell me, what do you think?
Why the
Why it's
cardiac?
made up of both? Huh? Why would it be made up of both?
Because it needs to pump blood.
Well, your esophagus is pumping your food down to your stomach.
Your heart, man, the cardiac, why it has both?
Why does it have smooth and striated or skeletal muscles?
I don't know.
Okay, try this out. Your skeletal muscle or striated muscle. What did I say it is? What's the most best part about it? It is? Show me your guns. What does that mean? You are?
Strong.
Ah, they're strong. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, so they're strong. Smooth muscles, come on. Looney, make your stomach churn. Go on.
They have no control.
No control. Heart has both. Why would it have both? See, now me and you can put one and one together, right? Now, if you... Whoa. I'm having a good conversation with my fans here and the people that I love to bits, right? If I think about it, you need a heart to be strong.
Yes.
It controls everything, yeah. But if it was only made out of skeletal muscle, right? If it was only made out of skeletal muscle, can you imagine? Looney's got to sit here and answer my questions. She has to answer your questions and say hello to you and find out who you are and, right, make sure that she pays attention to me. And lastly, got to sit there and go, beat, 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 beat. What are you trying to say? You got to tell your muscles to contract on your biceps, right? In your guns. If I had striated muscles on my heart, I have to tell it to do it. Am I right? Can you imagine doing all that work and then still going beat, 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 beat? Huh? You'd have to wear earphones the whole day. Don't forget to beat. Don't forget to beat. Don't forget to. Hey?
Yeah.
So it's got to be both. So it's got to be that it's. You cannot do it, right? You don't have to tell her what to do, and you got to make sure that it's strong. So it's both. That's cardiac muscle. So let's have a look at it. Here we go. Striated muscles or skeletal muscles. Look why they call it striated muscle. It's quite cool. Watch here. There's a line. There's a line. There's a line. There's stripes. Striated muscles or skeletal muscles. Then you've got your smooth muscles. Can you see why they're smooth? Huh? They're smooth. Hey, Looney? Can you be smooth?
Me?
Yeah.
Always.
It's always smooth. Smooth muscle. Can you see it? And then you get cardiac muscle. Look at that. Okay? Cardiac muscle. Watch here. They've got, there's the smooth. Can you see the smooth? Right, there it is. And then you get the little striates there as well. Can you see it? So it's a little bit of both. Striated and smooth muscle together. Hey? I think that's awesome. Right, so here we go. Before I decide we go to a break, I'm going to give you a quick question, right? And I want you to answer it and see if you can get the answers right. So write them down. Okay, the question is, draw a table. Draw the table. You get marks for it, okay? Draw a table to compare cardiac muscle and skeletal muscle. Right, compare the difference. I think you can do it, okay? Looney, what do you think? We need a break again?
Of course.
Of course.
They need to take a break. Like, what do you mean, of course? Of course.
She does love you, doesn't she? I just want you to work. Yeah.
No, must chill. Mindset is, while you relax and have some fun for like 10 seconds, we'll see you straight after this.
See what happens when we take a break. She calms down.
No, I just thought I'd be silent. I've never done that before.
We're never going to hear it again, so take it while you can. Right. So, we did the difference between cardiac, so I'm going to say CA, cardiac, and skeletal, so SK, right, skeletal muscles. What is the difference between them? Okay. Firstly, this one is striated, right? This one's striated, right? It is. And, so let me make it, I'm going to erase it, but I was right. Striated, let me just erase this piece. There we go. Make it a bit smaller so we can actually get it right. Where's the green? There we go. It is striated and smooth, and this one is just striated. Simple. That's the first difference between. Am I right, Looney? Why is the one striated and the other one striated and smooth? See how much attention she pays when I'm trying to explain things.
No, you must understand. There's stuff happening. Okay.
Okay, smooth because it needs to be involuntary, striated because it needs to be strong. Cool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the first one.
Yes.
Second of all, it stands by itself. Okay, so this one is joined to bone. Okay, so it's joined to bone. And this one, not joined to. I'm telling you, this is, my writing's getting worse and worse every time. I should become a doctor. Right, okay, joined, it's not joined to bone. Right, that's the way to do it. Okay, not joined to bone. Simple. Then, what else can you think about it? What else does it work? Okay, so this is voluntary. And this is, right, voluntary, not voluntary. Am I right, Looney? Cardiac muscle is voluntary and skeletal muscle is involuntary.
You're right. No?
Cardiac muscle
Oh,
is
man.
voluntary.
You must not do this.
No, I must do this. Looney, we need to keep you going here, girl. We need to keep you going. We have to, otherwise what's the point of life?
You see now in my head. Now I'm just going to say
It is
to everything.
involuntary, right? And this is voluntary. Right, nice and easy, nice and simple. Last thing, I'm going to leave blank. I want to know the difference. Okay, so far, I've asked you for two differences, okay? I've asked you one, what is the difference between skeletal and cardiac muscle, okay? And the second one, I wanted to know the second part that's different between simple and stratified columnar tissue. Has anybody given me an answer for that yet, Lenny? Just wait. There's more.
1 second.
1 second. Okay. Oh, can I carry on?
What answer is this you're looking for?
The difference between simple and stratified columnar epithelial. I can't remember if it was columnar or cuboidal. No, but come on, help me out, chat.
But can I read you some stuff? Maybe, wait. Okay, there's stuff here.
Yes, let's hear.
Whew. Cardiac muscle has a smooth muscle and the skeletal muscle does not have it. Cardiac muscle
We said straight and smooth.
have both smooth and skeletal tissue, while skeletal muscles have only muscle tissue. Skeletal muscles have one type of muscle and cardiac have skeletal and smooth. Skeletal, okay.
Very nice.
Cardiac muscles look similar to skeletal muscles. Oh, that's a question. Skeletal muscle responsible for voluntary movement. Stratified or squamous epithelium is found on surfaces that are constantly being worn away, whilst the simple pavement epithelium lines the blood vessels and air sacs in lungs. Is what you're looking for?
Hold on, time out. Who was that?
The last one.
Yes, the one that says the one has been where it gets worn away a lot, and the other one is found like at your veins in it.
It's Snentlandlamin.
Say it again, nice and loud.
Okay, the answer.
No, the name.
Snentlandlamin.
Wow. You know, I that was just perfect.
So are you looking for something?
That's exactly what I'm
Is
looking
that what
for.
you were looking for? Oh, okay.
Let me hear it again.
Okay.
Nice and loud. Now this is, hold on. This is the difference between simple and complex. What type of tissue? Columnar epithelial.
It's no.
Squamous.
Stratified and squamous.
Yes.
Let me just read.
Okay, let's hear it again.
Stratified or squamous epithelium is found on surfaces that are constantly being worn away, whilst the simple pavement epithelium lines the blood vessels and air sacs in the lungs.
Very nice. So in other words, if we have a look at it, by your lungs, it needs to have oxygen in that and carbon dioxide diffused through it. It's got to be a very thin layer, right? Whereas stratified is a place where it gets worn away all the time. That was a beautiful Dlamini, hey?
Snentlar.
I can't say that.
Snentlahla.
Ntlahla.
Sne.
Sine.
Tlahla.
Sine tlahla.
Okay.
It's close.
Close enough.
I asked you to do epididymis and stuff like that, and you
It's
wouldn't get it right.
fine, it's
So
fine.
if I got it wrong, I'm so sorry. But Dlamini I can get. Dlamini I can get.
Cool, that's what we'll call
That, and
it.
I like Dlamini. I like it, Dlamini. That's so cool. Okay, so well done. That was a beautiful answer. Right, so let's carry on. We all got this. Now, we need to go to the next thing, right? I need you to answer this challenge question. Did anybody answer the challenge question? Did anybody give me any clue? Any clue? But wait, she says to me. But wait. So what I'm
Yeah.
going to do is I'm going to give you the answer, right?
Yes,
I'm
we've
gonna-
got.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, this is wow. This name, Odong. Because
Odong.
yeah,
I got that right.
because there are different animal body physiological functions. It's therefore the role of each tissue to do a specific function, and all would complete the body functions as a system. And then Ramoraka Molope says, there are different tissues and they all perform a different function in the body for it to work. Banyana Mahopane says, I think because all animal tissues have different functions that work together. Sivir says, because different types of tissues can be found in different organs. Lihlokonolo says, epithelial, connective, muscle, and nerve. And then who's this? MacLee. Okay, because it can be made of identical cells that share a common special function or of different cells that share a common special function. And then, Lihlokonolo says again, to perform different functions that take place within an animal. Benny says they are the building blocks of the body. During development, these building blocks are put together in many different ways to build the anatomy of the body. Should I carry on?
No, we stop there. We stop there. I'm
There's so
impressed.
many.
I'm impressed. It's all different answers. And they're all right. But the question was, okay, which is right, why are there different types of animal tissues? Now, Looney, come stand here. I want you close to me.
Disaster.
Because, you're with me all the time. Okay, so Looney, right, now, these guns that you, these guns, right? These guns that you have over here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine these guns being bone?
Bone.
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 And then I'm going to go bone, you're going to go bone.
Bone. So there we go. So now the muscle, this stunning bicep
sorry,
is
yes.
bone.
Yes.
How does bone move?
Bone doesn't move. Does bone move?
How does bone move? Come. Make your gun out of a bone.
I can't make it.
Why not? Make a bone. There we go. Can you see this bone? All right. Now what?
Okay,
Help
sorry.
me out, Charlie.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So this bone needs to move. Right. Now, if there was only one type of tissue, let's say bone tissue, right? That means you would be a skeleton.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
There would be no heart. There would be no muscle. There would be no tendons. There would be no ligaments. There would be no stomach. There would be nothing. So, just think as your arm being a bone. Why do we need different tissue? Because each tissue does a specific function. Right?
Yes.
Like Looney has a very big heart. Okay? The cardiac muscle.
No,
And
my
that-
heart is just this big.
in real life, but I'm talking about
Like now.
she's got a beautiful
okay.
heart, very big. She's got a big heart. But if I had a look at it in real life, she's only got a small little heart, right? And that heart is for beating blood all over the body. But, right, her muscles, her guns are nice and big so that she can pick up and swing and do whatever she needs to, right? So she's got all different things. She's got stomach muscle, she's got stomach, she's got epiglottis, she's got every little thing, and each one is made up of a different tissue, and each tissue has a specific function to do a specific job. So here we go. Why do they have different tissues in animals? It's because each tissue has a specific job, right? It's got a specific function, a specific shape, a specific everything to make the body an organism. Remember, we have organelles, all different organelles make a cell. A couple of cells that have the same function makes a tissue. All different tissues together or have the same job and function make an organ. All different organs together make a system. So let's see, you have your teeth, your tongue goes down your esophagus, you get your stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. That is the digestive system. All of them have different types of tissue in it, right? Different, different systems together make an organism, us. Okay, so don't forget it. It's very complex. We're very complex. Looney is very complex. Trust me. She's got good guns. I have to say that.
Yes.
Right. So, you happy with the challenge question? You guys answered it very, very nicely. That was very good. Right. So, what I want you to do, if I can touch it again, okay, there is a next part. Make sure you go and look through it. That is a nice one. There's nice pictures about connective tissues, right? But I have to say, it's time to go, right? I'm not very happy, but it's time to go. So, I will see you soon. Right? And when I do see you, study hard. Right? Because I know you guys can do it. Zuni?
Thanks, Lou. Thank you, Mindsetters, for tuning in. But it's over now. The lesson's over. It's done. So we'll see you next time, though, next week. So make sure you do tune in. Love you. Good night.